Good afternoon, 24th of July 2019 is a quarter past 2 p.m. CET. Piotr here, and this is a Crypto Market Flow update. Just a friendly reminder, Crypto Market Flow is a part of Land of Trading Group. Guys, let's start with risk warning. Please bear in mind trading crypto on margin carries a high level of risk, may not be suitable for all investors. You can sustain a loss of some or all initial investment, so please do not invest the money that you cannot afford to lose. Seek education, gain experience before risking real money. However, past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Okay, what we are going to discuss today, we are going to make an update of what we were talking lately. We are going to go through Tron versus Bitcoin chart. Then we will make the update about the Ethereum versus Bitcoin and Bitcoin versus US dollar. So let's have a look what we have on a Tron chart. That's the daily chart. What we were discussing based on the history, I found the similar in size moves, right? To the upside, I found similar move to the downside, all right? That was our latest video. If you haven't seen, definitely is it worth to check our archive section and to check this this recording in relation to the Tron versus Bitcoin. Now, there was two scenarios. Conservative buy with daily close, or better, 2 consecutive daily close above 300. It didn't happen, as you can see, or during the retest of 200. So usually I'm trying not to delay most of the lines we have based on the previous discussion. So as you can see, everything here is still visible, but right now, because we are discussing or other words, we are updating Tron, I need some space here, so it's time to delete these old lines here. All right, there was supposed to be the, if you remember, there was supposed to be the meeting and lunch between Justin Sun and Warren Buffett. Unfortunately, yesterday we got the information that the meeting, the lunch, was postponed, right? So there was a, over the course of the weekend, we saw the rally close to 300. That was one of the reasons I made the video about the Tron. But yesterday, actually I saw it yesterday, maybe some knew it earlier, so that's why we saw pullback already on Monday, right? But yesterday there was this spike to the downside, big spike to the downside towards 200, right? So if you were waiting around the 200, not sure if you've been filled. Frankly, I haven't been filled. I'm still waiting and watching this move to get back closer to 200, maybe a little bit below 200, right? So again, I haven't been filled. The low yesterday was around 220, so I can't say that I've been filled at 200. Now, why is that? Is it because of this launch to be postponed, or the FUD created around this information, right? Because the official reason of the postponing is the healthy issue of the Justin Sun. On the other hand, because of the incident in China, some are saying simply Justin been jailed, right? Guys, whatever, we have to wait, trying to avoid the FUD creation, right? Trying to be free of the FUD, trying to look at the chart from the rational perspective. Anyway, we saw the lower shadow here, right? Again, no change in view right now. Both scenarios are still valid here on Tron. I'm looking to buy on deep around 200. Okay, would be great here to have slow move towards 200 and then being filled and strong rally towards 300. That's the first scenario. The second scenario, we are not gonna be filled at 200. Then I want to see 2 consecutive daily close above 300, and that might be the case to try to join the party to the upside on Tron, right? So moving lower on Tron, third consecutive day right now, 220 the low yesterday, based on the food creation around the postponing of the lunch between the Justin and the Warren Buffett, but my scenario here with Tron without the change. All right, one of the reason I'm pretty sure we are going to get the all the explanations, and we are going to get the full proof very soon. So right now, as I mentioned on Tron, the same scenario as previously. One of the reasons is also what is going on here, Ethereum versus Bitcoin. No change in view here as well. If you remember, we were discussing as long as 0.02 holds, we've got the quite big chance to create the bottom here. If that's the case, I've been trying to explain during the previous video when we were covering Ethereum versus Bitcoin. So again, check archive section and watch that one. As long as my way of thinking here is correct, that might be one of the reasons we might see alts going crazy in the near future, right? So the first target, in case we are hold these levels, first target is 0.025. Then I would like to see another correction and then strong rally to the upside. For now, we're trying to consolidate the current move, right? For already almost a week, when we hit that almost 0.02 level, we're trying to consolidate a little bit lower level, still retest this very low possible, but then I would like to see the rally towards 0.02025. So for now, no change in view here on Ethereum Bitcoin. There is a Bitcoin dollar as a next chart, and we have to make some updates here, guys. Unfortunately, we have to make some updates here. Still, the base scenario still is possible. We are going to get what we were looking for lately, last time when we were covering Bitcoin versus US dollar, right? It's still possible, and when I can see this lower shadow building right now, it's still valid, and I'm going to show you on the 2-hour charts in a second. But it might be that market is not gonna be strong enough here. Again, food free, not food creation, just purely based on what we see on the chart. So the base scenario is still that we have these two equal waves to the downside, right? Then current scenario is that from the bottom we might see equal wave to the upside, right? Towards the top of that channel. That's the first thing. And the second thing, to check this swing high, right? We created at the very beginning of July, okay? But, and that's the big but, because of the current little bit too fast pullback. That's what I would like to say. Let's make a little bit different measure, right? Just from the whole wave, because it was 1-to-1 as well, right? Let's change the color for you to be on the safe side what we are talking about. Okay, so in that case, as you can see, what we've seen was this short wave. I can try to make the size of this pullback and try to check it, right? It might work, right? Now, we know where we are. What I'm trying to tell you, that in case of falling from here, doing the same size, right, we might retest breakdown levels, and we haven't seen that actually yet. And we are discussing a few times that at some point it might be the case, right? That was the big breakdown to the downside, which actually after such a rally hasn't been tested, right? So in case of strong move to the downside, if market is not gonna be strong enough here, we might see this type of the move this type of the move to the downside, unfortunately. But you know, I'm very positive. I think that the our original scenario is going to be in play, meaning that we are going to test the higher levels. Just the reminder, it's better visible on a smaller time frame what we are talking about, right? Right now, if you remember, again, I'm not canceling after the previous meeting the lines. We were discussing that such a pullback towards 10,000, a little bit below 9,800, might be in place because of what we've seen here to the left. So we might try to trade this over-under scenario. If that's the case, we should see soon the rally, and that's what we discussed towards 12,000, 12,400. So that's how I see the things on the Bitcoin. That's the original scenario. In case we are going to break lower, we are definitely close the day below 10,000, then move back and update of this new scenario with the possible move down even towards 7,200, 6,800 might be the case from here. All right, don't be trapped. That's it today for me. I'm going to get back with updates or with new idea tomorrow. So see you around. Have a great rest of the day. Take care and goodbye.